Good morning, Tony. Can you believe it's almost time? The rest of our life begins tomorrow.
Morning, Carly. Yup, it really is tomorrow. Ain't it crazy how quickly it came round? By the way, Carly, I'm sorry to keep asking you this, but are you sure you're really okay with our wedding being so small?
Are you really bringing this up again? I'm not in contact with any of my relatives, and I haven't been back to my hometown in over 10 years, so there aren't many people I can invite. Why do you keep raising this issue when I've already told you this? I don't see the point in having a huge, extravagant ceremony where most of the seats are empty.
I see. Yeah, you're right. Sorry for bringing it up again. I'm a one-time divorcee with a kid, but this is your first marriage. I hear all the time about how much women love having huge weddings, and I guess it just played on my mind. I don't want you to be disappointed, that's all.
It's fine, really. Sure, there are girls like that out there, but I'm not one of them. For me, a small ceremony with just me, you, and your friends and family is enough. I promise you I won't complain, Tony. I wouldn't like having lots of people fussing over me anyway. I've always been the shy type, you know?
Got it. I really am sorry I keep bringing it up. I won't mention it again.
It's fine, don't worry about it. I know you only do it because you care. That reminds me, will you be bringing Beth with you tomorrow?
No, I decided against it in the end. She'd probably be grouchy if I woke her up that early. I think aligning her with my schedule would be too stressful. I dropped her off at my folks' place in the next town last night, and they'll be bringing her with them in their car tomorrow. Besides, I wouldn't know the first thing about getting a little girl dressed up for a wedding. I feel much more at ease knowing my mom will be dealing with all that. Can you imagine me trying to do her makeup?
Now that you mention it, I think it's for the best. I guess your folks having her works out for everyone, what with me and you being so busy. All right, see you tomorrow.
Yep. Remember, we're all meeting up at 8 a.m. outside the venue.
Tony, is now a good time?
Oh, hey, Mom. Sure, I'm not too busy right now. Is Beth behaving herself?
Oh, Beth's being just delightful as always.
I guess I didn't really need to ask. I feel blessed to have such a well-behaved daughter.
Anyway, Tony, Beth just told me something a little worrying, so I decided to message you.
Worrying? What's wrong?
She's here with me now. She's going to tell me what she wants you to know, and I'm going to write it all down here word for word. Do you have time? I'll put everything she says in brackets.
Wow, is everything okay? This sounds serious. Sure, I have time. Go ahead.
Dad, you can't go outside tomorrow.
Why not, Beth? You do know your daddy's getting married tomorrow, right?
A girl was looking at your girlfriend with a sad face.
A girl was looking at my girlfriend with a sad face? What's that supposed to mean?
You can't get married tomorrow. Carly's a liar.
Beth, what are you talking about, honey?
Tony?
Mom, is that you?
Yes.
What the hell is Beth talking about? I don't understand any of this at all. I know she's never been Carly's biggest fan, but isn't this all a little nuts on the day before our wedding? What's gotten into her?
Listen to me, Tony. Did you make sure to find out about how Beth felt about you and Carly getting married?
Huh? Well, sure, of course I did. She's my daughter, and proposing to Carly wasn't a decision I made on my own. I made sure to consult with her first and make sure she was comfortable with everything before going ahead with it. When Beth gave us her blessing, I proposed and started making the preparations for the wedding. But I would never have done any of it if I wasn't sure Beth was happy. My daughter always comes first, Mom.
I see. Listen, Tony, the thing is, this is just my subjective feeling, so I wasn't even sure whether I should tell you in the first place, but to be totally honest with you, I feel compelled to.
What is it?
I know Beth can be a little sensitive at times, but I've gotten the impression she's been afraid of Carly for some time now.
What? Afraid? But why? Even though she gave us the go-ahead for the wedding?
I think there's a pretty good chance she was hiding her true feelings because she didn't want you to be upset with her. She might have been worried about how you'd react and didn't want to cause any tension or drama between the two of you.
Hiding her true feelings?
Do you think maybe she picked up on something important just before the wedding? And this is why she's saying all this now?
Like what exactly?
Well, wouldn't it have something to do with what she just said to you now? It seemed awfully like she was hinting at something.
I guess it did.
Are you free? Do you think you could come over for a little while to talk this through with her? I think there are some things that are best discussed in person, Tony. Besides, she's only 6 years old. I don't think she has the vocabulary to express what she really means over messages.
Yeah, you're right. I'll be over in a jiffy.
Tony, I was confused when you showed up at my house out of the blue, but I never expected you to call off the engagement. What the hell's gotten into you? We're supposed to be getting married tomorrow.
I'll be calling the venue first thing tomorrow morning to let them know the wedding's off.
No, wait, you can't do this to me. Why? I don't understand.
You mean you can't think of any reason whatsoever why I'd want to break things off with you?
Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
Did you really think I wouldn't find out?
What are you talking about? I swear I don't have a clue what you're talking about.
When I stopped by at your house earlier, did you think it was the first time I came over today?
Huh?
I needed to confirm something, so I stopped by at your folks' place this afternoon.
Wait, what? Since when do you know where my mom and dad live?
I was blessed with a miraculous opportunity to find out. I intentionally went without announcing my arrival beforehand, and when I got there, I knew I made the right decision. Because when I did, I met a woman claiming to be your mom who you told me was dead, and a little girl who referred to you as Mom. Who exactly is that little girl to you, Carly?
Well, she's one of my relatives' daughters. You see, she has this dumb habit of calling all of the grown-up women in our family Mom. We've been trying to get her to stop, but she won't listen.
Your relatives? Your family? Hang on a second, Carly. Didn't you tell me you have no family?
Oh, that? Well, well...
So there are other members of your family who are alive and kicking?
No, she's, my friend's daughter.
Drop the act, Carly. I'm done with your crap already. I know everything, so there's no point in trying to hide it. How about you just be honest and make this a lot easier for us both?
What do you mean?
I decided to do a little digging after meeting your dead mom and the girl who called you Mommy.
Digging?
Nothing too crazy. I just went around knocking on a few of the neighbors' doors to see if they could tell me anything that might help make sense of all this. After you went back to your apartment where you live on your own, I found out that she is in fact your mother and the girl is your 4-year-old daughter.
Wait a sec. No way. Did my mom tell you that?
Your mom came clean because she felt bad for me about all the lies you'd subjected me to. Don't be mad with her. You made me believe this was your first marriage all along, didn't you? You lied about being childless, too. It turns out you were a one-time divorcee with a little girl just like me all along. Well, not exactly like me. I divorced my wife because I found out she was cheating on me. But in your case, you betrayed your husband by cheating on him with the gardener and tricked him into believing you were pregnant with his kid when it was in fact your lover's. That was the little girl I found out lives with your mom earlier today. I can't believe you'd try to hide something so important from me. We were supposed to be getting married tomorrow, Carly. I feel like you've plunged a dagger straight through my heart with your lies.
But please, Tony.
Is it true that the only reason you ever wanted to marry me was because you knew my family comes from a long line of rich banking magnates, and I'm set to inherit their massive fortune when my dad dies?
Oh my god, she told you that too?
Holy crap, can you believe I was gonna marry you tomorrow? I would have actually gone through with it if no one had told me about your suspicious behavior. Talk about dodging a bullet.
My suspicious behavior? Wait, did someone tell you about me?
You were witnessed with your daughter by a certain individual I happen to be very close to. That person saw your daughter calling out to you over and over again, "Mommy, Mommy, Mommy." Then she saw you flat out ignore her while she desperately continued trying to get your attention with the most dejected, heartbroken look on her face.
What? Someone saw that?
Yes, and you should know we're not just talking about once or twice here. This is just a guess. But do you think maybe your daughter felt like you were abandoning her so you could marry me? In her eyes, I'm sure I was just some strange old man. Anyway, that was my hunch, and I trusted it. So I decided to go ahead and get the evidence I needed to prove it. After finding out about all this crap, there was no way I was ever gonna go through with the wedding, so I naturally broke off the engagement.
Who saw us? Who told you all this?
That's gonna have to be a no comment.
What? But why? Why do all my secrets have to be exposed? Why won't you tell me yours? This isn't fair.
This isn't a game, Carly. I have no obligation to tell you where I heard any of this. But you did have an obligation to tell me about your past, given the fact tomorrow was supposed to be our frickin' wedding day. Besides, I can't risk telling you who spilled the beans to me because I know you might try to get revenge. I'm keeping my mouth shut for their safety, and it's really important to me to protect them from any potential backlash. If you knew who it was, things could get messy, and I don't want to put them in a tough spot. You hid things from me that you had no right to hide. Marriage is about openness and honesty, and I can't spend the rest of my life with someone who can't even do the basic decency of telling me they have a daughter. If you're still confused, I suggest you have a long, hard think about what you've done. Who knows? Maybe you can use this as an opportunity to become a better person and avoid screwing up so badly with whoever comes next.
I can't believe this. Why are you making such a big deal out of it? Sure, maybe I wasn't totally honest about everything, but we're supposed to be getting married tomorrow. Can't we just let bygones be bygones and focus on the future, on the rest of our lives together?
What are you talking about? Are you insane? The fact that you think lying to me like this isn't a big deal is almost more worrying than the fact you did it in the first place.
But
I don't want to hear your buts. I need to deal with the more pressing matter of telling all of the guests tomorrow's wedding is off. I already told your mom about it.
no, wait, just wait.
Sure, I'll wait. Until you find a lawyer. I'm done speaking to you, so all further communications will go through the official channels.
No, please, don't do this. I'm begging you, baby. Can't we just talk this through like mature, responsible adults before making hasty decisions in the heat of the moment? Don't throw away what we have.
Goodbye.
Tony, please don't do this. I'll do anything. Just give me another chance.
Hey, Mom. Thanks for introducing me to your lawyer friend. He's really good. And I feel a whole lot more relaxed about this whole thing for having him around.
Will you be able to break off the engagement without issue then?
Yeah, it's actually way simpler than I expected it to be. I can't understate how helpful Carly's mom agreeing to cooperate with me has been. I really owe her one. If the lawyer manages to get the compensation documents sent off today, I should get all of the money I asked for within a few days in one lump sum. Oh, and I'll also be charging her for the wedding cancellation fee. It's not as much as I thought it would be, but it's still only right that she covers it.
I'm pleased to hear things are going well, son. I was worried things might get dragged out.
But still, I can't believe it. Carly's mom's been living on the same road Beth goes to school on all this time.
Right, we never really go that way unless we're taking her to school, right?
Exactly. If not for the changes they made to the school districts this year, we'd literally never go to that part of town. I feel awful about having put Beth through all this, but I'm super grateful she helped open my eyes to who the person I was about to marry actually was. I owe her a lot, and I fully intend to let her know what a special little girl she is.
Right, she's been very brave. How about you take her to Disney World as a little reward? I'm sure she'll forget the whole thing in a heartbeat as soon as her favorite theme park is mentioned. Didn't they just open a bunch of new rides based on their mascot, Flicky Mouse? He's Beth's favorite, right? She has so many posters up in her room, I'm sure she'll jump at the opportunity for a day out there with her dad.
I like the way you think, Mom. Let's do it! You want to come with?
Are you sure you don't mind?
You're the one who told me what Beth had to say when I was in the process of plunging headfirst into one of the worst decisions of my life, Mom. The least I can do is treat you to a day out at the theme park. You have no idea how grateful I am. Seriously, thank you.
Oh, it's nothing, really. But still, oh, you're right. It's time you reevaluated your choices in women, son. I don't like to get involved in these things, but I can't help but notice a pattern. This is the third woman who's turned out to be no good, isn't it?
Ah, you're right, when you put it like that.
I know you'll probably be focusing on looking after Beth for the time being, but mark my words, son, if and when you do find another girlfriend, I'll be hiring a private investigator.
I'll bear that in mind.
Tony, I have some super good news for you. It turns out we can get married now. I put my daughter up for adoption. There's nothing standing in the way of our love now, so what do you say? Let's get married. Oh, by the way, where are you living these days? I stopped by your apartment, but it was totally empty and had a for rent sign outside. I spoke to one of the neighbors and they told me you moved a little while back. Hello? Are you there? Go on, tell me your new address. Tony! Hurry up and tell me your new address so we can be together, baby!
It's been a few months since the divorce now. As you saw, apparently Carly put her daughter up for adoption. My jaw almost hit the floor in stupefaction when I read the messages, so I decided to have the lawyer I used at the time of the divorce get confirmation from Carly's mom just in case. We found out that it was, in fact, Carly's estranged mom and dad who encouraged her to put her daughter up for adoption, because they knew better than anyone how unfit she was to be a mom. It seems like Carly was happy to get rid of her daughter, because she thought it'd mean me and her could get back together and we could finally get married. But by then, I'd moved back in with my mom in our hometown to focus on looking after Beth. I got a new job working from home from my laptop, and the three of us are having a great time together. Even in spite of me making it abundantly clear I never wanted to see my ex-fiancé again, she insisted on bombarding my phone number, email, and my mom's mailbox with letters, begging for my forgiveness. With that, I told my lawyer to tell her in no uncertain terms that if she carried on harassing me, I'd be forced to take legal action. That same day, Carly was being broadcast on local news, smashing up my lawyer's office with a sledgehammer before being tased by police and taken away in handcuffs. Something tells me her future ain't gonna be so bright. Thanks for watching, folks. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you did. Did Carly get what she deserved in the end? Let us know in the comments. We can't wait to see you again next time.